So what are these? They're called lick mats.
They're called, yeah, lick mat.
Lick mats.
Soother.
A soother.
Yeah, it reduces anxiety and boredom.
Oh, okay, so these would be good then, if your dog's anxious when you go out.
Yeah, yogurt. You can put yogurt on, peanut butter, broth or gravy, even gravy.
Oh, look at Bronte. She's eating it so daintily. You should perhaps have put them all on that step.
They're concentrated though, aren't they?
Yeah. And you're going to wash these up, are you?
Yeah.
Look at that tub. Is that good, Bailey? He doesn't quite know. He's like, yeah, yeah, he's going back for more. Oh my word. I can't go over. Bob's finished, look. So I wonder how long they keep licking them for. What do you reckon, Bob? Is that good? Oh, look at your mat. So it's peanut butter, yogurt, gravy.
Bananas, like paste.
Oh, so not a fresh banana.
Yeah, just mash it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that would be good if you had like an overripe banana. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse. Oh, I can't get up.
But I don't think Baby's overly keen, I'm not sure. You're still going to stop.
No, but he isn't going to let the others have it, is he? Oh my word. What do you think, Princess? No, you love it, don't you? Maxie? That's probably enough. It's called lick mat. And these are at this woman's shop, or can you just get them?
This was from...
Oh, from that pet shop, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay, so I think it'd be that. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, my lovies. It is time check. 1 minute past 8. Is that right? Oh, I think it must be. I do apologise that it's so late in the day. Do you find get back from holiday, you have so much to do when you come back? You know, unpacking, putting things away, washing, drying, and all that paraphernalia. So yeah, I've been doing that today, and then I had to go get my hair done. So that wasn't good planning, but I've had that done, so that'll make me feel a lot better. So how have you been? We had a nice Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday today. The reason I looked at my watch and did a time check is I went to bed, didn't put an alarm on, even though I knew I got my hair today and I'd got a lot of things to do. I thought, no, do not put your alarm on, just get up when you get up. And I came to naturally, and I pulled my watch off my bedside cabinet, and it said 7:20. I thought, wow, that's really good, because last night I didn't want to go to bed when Mr. Jackson was ready. I went and I managed to go to sleep after a while. So I thought, wow, you had a really good rest, good sleep. So I went and toddled downstairs. I looked at the clock and it was 7:20. So we normally put the kitchen clock back before we go to bed. Yeah, because the clocks have changed. And I'm all, is it discombobulated? Yeah. So, it was an hour earlier than what I thought. Oh my word, that was a bit hard to retrieve. I thought, now I'm up. I just want a cup of tea. I can't bother to go back to bed. So I just sat there this morning, and first of all, I did some reading. My little target for November is to read a little bit during the day. It only has to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, but just to read a book. When I read other things, like I might read, read a snippet out of a magazine or something like that. But just read a book so that I'm not so tired when I go to bed. And I only have that 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm going to have 2 books on the go. Normally I just read 1. So yes, I've got a new book. Mr. Jack's bought it for me, so I'll share that with you tomorrow. So I finished my Giles Brandeth one this morning, so I was pleased with that. And then I was sitting knitting, and it was just lovely, just lovely. So I had a couple of extra hours to just sit on the couch with a couple of cups of tea, and yeah, so it's about looking after myself, and that's what we need to do. It's not selfish at all, because if you don't feel right in yourself, you're no good to man or beast. Is that the expression? But boy, do I feel tired now. I can't say that I've gone at full steam today. I think I was just tired with like the travelling, packing up, and bizarrely we had a list of jobs to do before we left the cottage yesterday. We had to strip the bed and put it in a laundry sack, which we thought was really peculiar because we've never had to do that anywhere else we've stayed before. But we thought, okay, these are the rules. Obviously we empty the rubbish and make sure that we leave it clean and tidy. And Mr. Jacks, had to do the hoovering yesterday, so that was novel. Should have filmed it, really. He's got a machine. He does do the hoovering. He's got a machine. He presses a button and it goes round downstairs. So I think with that, we stopped off yesterday, and then we got caught in traffic, and then just coming back and all that kind of thing. So I think I could have done with just being in today, but booked my hair at 3 o'clock, and my daughter's just she finished it. So I left hers at appointment was at 3 o'clock, left her at 5 to 3. Not that you need to know all of this. And I come home to an absolutely beautiful roast dinner, and it was roast chicken with stuffing. Oh, so I kind of have that, if anything's roast dinner, like that, I don't know, that full tummy experience. Yeah. So I was going to do some work. Well, I don't know when I thought I was going to do some work this afternoon, but I was having my hair done. So while we were away, good job I took my sewing, because Mr. Jacks wasn't well one day. So I finished my dash block. But it's a sticker. I didn't take my utility board, my cutting mat. So I didn't, use a rotary cutter on anything else. But they're done. So I have a little stack of mats, but they need just trimming, making sure they're the right size. I'm sure I told you the iron saga. So it's really funny, isn't it? Podcasters make a pair of socks. They show you that they've knitted 1, knitted 2. They've got a pair. I've got 5. So that's something I would like to do. Get that on. And then I thought I'd update you on a couple of my projects. So while I was away, I took my car project with me. It's dead easy. Just corner to corner blanket. It's a bit of a comfort project, like a bowl of custard. Right, I've lost my. And it's one of those that I just obviously took when we were in the car, when we were driving, and if we went out, not that I got it out every time, and then I just did a couple of rows. So I think I crocheted 50 grams worth of this. So this is my third ball, and that's my third ball, so I'm probably 2/3 of the way through that. So I've got 150 grams in the project now. Let's sit back a bit. Can you see it? In all its glory and its wonkiness. You know what? I'm really pleased that I took that and enjoyed working on that. And it's for my daughter-in-law's sister who's having a baby in December. So I would really like to gift her a blanket. So as long as I make good progress, I will be able to gift her that rather than buy her something. So yes, so this is housed in my bag made by myself. So that was that. And I must admit I didn't do very much knitting last night. I don't think I've got my Strictly socks. So while I was away, I finished a sock. Don't know, but I think I was already on the foot, so it's not so much for ta-da. But it's so sparkly. Oh my word! And these are for me because they're called Grandma's Christmas Ball, I think. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's coming up more green, I think, on the camera, but it's turquoisey. Yeah. So I've just got heel flap and gusset. This is a long-term project. Yeah. In the sense of, I think it finishes either the end of December or beginning of January, whenever Strictly finishes. So it's Gobstopper Ball by Giddy Yarns. You can see that's going down. And I'd started... I could have done a little bit more work on this if I hadn't picked my crochet blanket up. Oh, I'm all a tangle. All a tangle. Trying to show you. Yes, there we are. Trying to share with you. Ooh. How do you cope when the clocks alter? I'm not sure if when they go back it's just a little bit harder at first, because I came out with my daughters and it was dark and I was like, oh my word, I've got to drive in the dark. So that's where I'm up to with those two projects. I think also I've been thinking about what we've got to do next week. It's all like full on next week. Should be having the boys tomorrow, but I'm not going to because it's Halloween and the mum wants to take them trick-or-treating, so they're going to do that. And I'll probably be laying down somewhere. And it's our last day. Our last day tomorrow. So I'll promise. Well, no, it's a bit silly, isn't it, saying I've got to promise to do it, because then that just puts pressure on, and this isn't what it's about. It's about sharing little snippets of my life, or those that podcast, little snippets of our life as it comes. Some might be full on, and some might be calm, and some might be a bit of neither of this or neither of that. Right, I'm going to leave it now because I'm wittering. I hope you enjoyed the footage before that you saw of the dogs with those mats. They were licking peanut butter off, and we were fascinated, watching them, how they behaved to that. And just see, we're wondering, fireworks season is going to be upon us, so we're wondering if we put something like that down, whether that would make a difference. We'll see. Right, I'm going to go now, lovelies, because I feel my face is dropping. And I will see you tomorrow when my face is recovered, and we'll have a last day together. Yeah, got to do the dreaded shopping. So if you want to come round and pick up the list, or you want to unpack it and put it away in the cupboards, I'll make a cup of tea. Right, good night, my lovelies, and I'll see you in the morning. So take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.